today. My makeup look nowadays is pretty minimal unless I'm like doing something, but I figured I would talk to you guys for a little bit while I finish. Basically just have like my eyes left, and I'm definitely no makeup guru or anything, so I'm not gonna try to explain what I'm doing, but if you are curious of any of the products I use, leave a comment and I will respond to you. Anyways, so today is Tuesday. It's 10:58 right now. It's already kind of later in the day. Well, I should say morning. This morning I went and I walked Hope. Then I came back, made breakfast. You guys saw that. Then I just got off a client call and now I'm officially getting ready for the day, putting myself together a little bit. And then DJ and I are gonna go to the gym this afternoon. We're gonna go to a new gym here so we have a membership to 24-hour fitness and you can go to pretty much any of them. Well, we have there's two that are pretty close to us. There's like two that are both like 5-6 minutes away. I don't necessarily love either of them. One of them's in a parking lot because it's still outdoors, because they moved all the they moved all the gym equipment out there when COVID was here, and they just, I guess, haven't moved it back or anything. Obviously COVID is still here, but once everything was shut down. And so I don't really love that one. So I've been going to this other one that's like 5-6 minutes from us, because it's close, but it's so hard to film there. It is pretty small and it's like very congested. Like by the bench, like dumbbell area, it's very small. So it's just like, I don't know, kind of difficult to record, which is honestly why I haven't been recording as many workouts as of recently. So I wanted to go to this new one. It's not new, it would be new for us. It's like 10 minutes away, so it's still super close. We're very central. We're super close to a lot of things where we are, which is super nice. So we might go to that one, I think. I always get nervous going to like new gyms, or like new for me, just because like I don't know where anything is. I don't know any of the people. I don't necessarily care about knowing the people, but like I don't know where the equipment is. I'm sure you guys can relate. It's kind of like some gym intimidation, and even me, as a personal trainer, I've been working out for like 5 years, maybe almost 6 now. Anyways, I still get intimidated going into gyms sometimes, especially when it's like a new gym, and I just don't know where anything is. So we will see how that goes. DJ is going to be recording. I think we're going to train back and shoulders. Yesterday I did legs, and then, well, so we'll probably do that in a couple hours. And let me see. Okay, I had to curl up my eyelashes, so I need to like get close to the mirror, which I'm gonna need to do my mascara, so 1 second. Okay, so I just finished with my mascara, and I've been obsessed with this new mascara. Let me show you guys it. Well, I've actually had it for a couple months now, and I love it. So I use this on my top lashes, and then I use this one on my lower lashes. And what has been a game changer for my eyelashes is this serum. I think I've showed you guys this before. It's the Grande Lash MD, and this shit works. Like, it works. You have to use it consistently, but I feel like after 2 weeks you'll notice a difference. I used to have eyelash extensions, but it's so expensive to keep up, and I don't know, so I switched to that. I think it's like $50 for the bottle, but like it works and it lasts for a very long time, like several months, so it's worth it. I love it. So I'm almost done with my makeup, and I need to just kind of fix up my hair a little bit, and then I'm not sure what we're gonna do. Probably see what DJ's up to. I think he's getting ready. I do have some client work I need to get done, but honestly I don't have too much going on today. I had a lot more work this weekend than I normally do. Normally I haven't been working on the weekends, but oh gosh, my hair is this is quite lovely. I curled it the other day and it's just kind of left over, and I really need to wash it, but we'll do that later. Anyways, what was I saying? So yeah, I did more work over this weekend, so I don't have a ton of training plans to write right now because I already kind of got them done. And so I actually might ask my mom what she's doing for the day and see if she wants to go with, I'm just waiting for my straightener to turn on. I use that sometimes to curl my hair and it's very, very quick. I'll show you guys, but waiting for my mom to see, or no, I'm gonna call my mom and see if she wants to go with me to like Home Goods or something like that later on today. I need to find some placemats for our table and just some like miscellaneous stuff. So if we do that, I'll take you along. I'm not sure that we'll do that today because I don't really know what she's doing. She works from home like intermittently, so like sometimes she works and sometimes she doesn't need to. It's kind of on like a per diem basis. So let's see if this is warm enough yet. So yeah, then later today at 3 p.m. we are going over to our photographer's house. So it's our friend. She's you guys have seen before when we took pictures. If you watched a few vlogs back when we came and visited San Diego, it's probably like 5 or 6 vlogs back now. She is the one that she's done all of my pictures, all of my like senior pictures, like graduation pictures, like engagement, wedding, all of it, right? She does all of our pictures. Anyways, DJ needs to have some photos done for his website that he's building on flipping houses and just real estate in general. So we're going over there to like, he's gonna show her his website and they're gonna like game plan what type of pictures they're gonna do. And DJ wants me in some of the pictures, so I'm going over there to like game plan with them. But that's what we have on the agenda. And yeah, so this is basically what I'm doing. I'm just touching up my hair because I don't care about making it look super nice. Plus we're gonna go to the gym in like a couple hours. But honestly, when I curl my hair like this, it will last for several days. So, and as you guys can see, this literally takes me just a couple of minutes. So, but I'm gonna stop rambling now and I will catch you guys in whatever the next clip is. Okay, so it's been several hours since I've talked to you guys last. Honestly, haven't done the best job keeping you guys updated and vlogging basically throughout the day. It is now 5:43 p.m. So basically we went to the gym. So it was this new gym and it was a really, really nice gym, but it was so crowded. It was just like gonna be impossible to film. I don't know, I get like nervous like filming in front of a lot of people, especially like at the gym. Like I don't want to get people in the background and like bother them. And the old gym that we were working out at, like when we were living in Tennessee, was a little bit not smaller, but like it just wasn't as busy, and so it was definitely more like doable to record and not have like tons of people in the background. And we went like in the middle of the day, which like wasn't supposed to be that busy. It was like noon or like 12:30, yet there was tons of people. So long story short, we didn't end up recording the workout. I will type it up though and leave it in the description. It was just a back and shoulder workout. Then I finished with 15 minutes on the stairs, which I will say wearing a mask and doing the Stairmaster is awful. It sucks. I can hardly breathe. I like have to pull it down like beneath my nose just like a little bit because I literally cannot breathe otherwise. So I did the 15 minutes of cardio, and then afterwards, literally, actually, while we were on the Stairmaster, DJ was on the Stairmaster, not right next to me because they have like a, I don't know, it says like you can't have, it says like equipment not in use because they have every other like equipment in use as far as like cardio. Also, if you hear my cat, he's going crazy in the background. So anyways, DJ texted me and he goes, how good does acai bowl sound? And I was like, sounds really good. Like that was random. But so we finished and he's like, hey, let's get acai bowls. But I didn't really like want to spend a ton of macros on that. So he got one and I had a few bites of his. And I got they had a lower calorie smoothie option. We went to this place I've never been before called Robex, I think that's how you pronounce it. And I had a berry banana smoothie, something like that. I don't know, it was a lower calorie option. I got a small. I took a picture of it because I didn't record it. It was 200 calories, and I'll put the macros and stuff for that across the screen. And then we got home and I had some work to get to, so I didn't record like me talking through my food, but I did record a quick clip of my food. I had 4 ounces of pork with some vegetables, frozen vegetables from Trader Joe's, which I will be sharing all that with you. You'll see this right now. And then I was still hungry after that, so I decided to make like some Kodiak cakes. with some mini chocolate chips and peanut butter. I was like craving something sweet and like chocolatey, so I made some Kodiak cakes, had that. And then I told you guys that we were going to be going over to our photographer's house. Well, turns out I didn't need to go, so DJ just went. It was just like a quick meeting that they were going to be talking about pictures, so he was like, oh, you don't really need to go. So he went, and on his way back he called me and he's like, hey, like, do you want something like while I'm out and about, like, do you want a diet soda? And I was like, yeah, sure. So he just went to Costco and got us Diet Pepsis. It's literally like 59 cents for a Diet Pepsi from Costco, and it's like across the street basically from us. So I'm sipping on my Diet Pepsi, but I figured I would share with you guys some tips for hitting your macros, because I know I share a lot about tracking macros. You guys see me weighing out my food, you guys see me tracking my food, which I will share about like using the food scale and stuff like that maybe in a different video if you are interested in kind of like how I approach measuring food. I can definitely do that for you guys. If you're interested, just comment down below and let me know. But basically I wanted to share like my #1 tip for hitting your macros, and this is huge. It helps so much when you're getting started, but not only that, but like just anytime. Like, it helps me a lot once I do this, and that is basically just pre-tracking your day. So what I really like to do is pre-track the night before or the morning of my entire day, all my meals I'm gonna have. And you know, if something changes, that's totally fine. I just swap out some food, and or if I'm like, I tracked something and I wasn't really feeling it and I wanted to have something else, or ran out of food, or whatever the case is, you can go back and like manipulate it and like substitute things. But basically just pre-tracking your day helps it, because you take the time and energy out of having to figure out how much am I gonna have here, how do I hit this, how do I do that. And so you already like have pre-portioned all of your meals. And so once you pre-plan your day, you're able to determine how much portion size for each meal to be able to hit your macros as best as you can, right? So maybe you originally plan to have half a cup of oats, and at the end of the day you still have like 25 grams of carbs left or something. You could do like a whole cup of oats, or you could do another half a cup of oats later, or something like that. But pre-tracking your whole day, you're able to be like, okay, hey, I'm short on protein in this meal. When I was having 4 ounces of chicken, let me do 5 ounces here, and let me do 5 ounces of pork instead of 4 ounces of pork here, and then there you go, you got all of your protein in. So doing simple things like that can help a lot with just being able to figure out exactly what to have and how to do it like in a quick, efficient manner, because sometimes tracking does take time, right? You're having to input what you're going to be eating, and you're having to figure out how much of it and kind of mess around with things, and that can take some time. So if you pre-track your day, you will save yourself a lot of time throughout the day. I really like to do this when I know I'm going to be having a really busy day, and it might not be super easy for me to be able to go in and just like pre-plan out my day or like pre-track as I go. So I will pre-track my entire day. Today I didn't do that because I don't have a crazy busy day, and also I wasn't quite sure what I was going to be eating. But now that it is, like I said, almost 6 p.m., I have some macros left. I'm going to pre-track what I'm going to have for the rest of the night to make sure I'm like utilizing my macros to the best of like the abilities that I want to. And with that, another big tip I have is, well, I guess first of all, but if you're not going to pre-track your whole day, that's totally okay. But pre-track each meal, because that helps you determine portion sizes. So that way you're not going way over in one meal, because let's say you don't pre-track your meal, and then now you eat your meal and you go back and track it afterwards, and you realize like, oh my gosh, I went way over in fat. And maybe it's because you had a lot of cheese with this meal, and you could have just gone and had half the amount of cheese you had and then hit your fat for that meal. So simple things like that can make a really big difference with you hitting your macros or going over, or just with you having random macros left over at the end of the day. And nobody wants to have just protein left over because there's really not too much fun stuff to be able to eat if it's just protein. So that is a huge tip I have right there. And another tip that I have is pre-tracking a treat for the end of the night. So for me, I know I always want something sweet at the end of the night, which lately that's been my Power Crunch bar. You guys know I'm obsessed with those. So I will pre-track one of those in the very beginning of the day, or the night before when I'm tracking. I will plug that in very first thing. So that way I know when I'm going about my day, I have that treat planned already, and I know it will fit my macros. So for you, if you're somebody who, you know, craves ice cream at the end of the night, pre-track some ice cream so that way you can have, you know, 1 serving or 2 servings of ice cream. And that way when you're going about your day and you're planning out your macros, or if you're pre-tracking, you know that you already have a treat left over. And that also helps a lot with adherence, right? Because yes, tracking is great, but if you can't adhere to it, then, well, one, if you can't adhere to it, there's probably your macros aren't right for you, and that's a different story. But, you know, being able to satisfy your cravings, right, with something that you are able to look forward to can really help you be able to feel more satisfied at the end of the day and therefore hit your macros. So I wanted to share those tips with you guys. I hope that they are helpful for you. If you ever have any questions as far as tracking, macros, like nutrition, obviously anything to do with training as well, like please feel free to leave comments down below. I always read the comments and get back to you guys, and I'm more than happy to help answer any questions. And if you do have a question that's like a longer one, I can do like a separate video on that or whatever the case is, but definitely feel free to ask questions. So now I'm going to do a little bit of work, probably edit the beginning of this video, and then I will catch up with you guys after that. Okay, so for dinner, I'm having pork. This is just the balsamic pork recipe. I've shared with you guys a bunch. 100 grams of sweet potato and some green beans. I basically just cut them up, boiled them, and then sauteed them with a little bit of olive oil. And then I've got some barbecue sauce to have on the side to dip the pork in, and this is the barbecue sauce I used. And it's only 30 calories for 1 serving, and this is like half a serving. So this is dinner. So I just finished up dinner and I just made a chocolate rice cake with peanut butter and some mini chocolate chips. I'm gonna have this, we're gonna sit down and watch a show, and then later I'll be having a Power Crunch bar, but I'll put on the screen the macros for this and my dinner.